So recently, the Alabama Supreme Court issued a ruling saying that embryos created through IVF or in vitro fertilization are children under state law, and that people could be held liable for destroying embryos created through IVF, even though that's a normal, routine part of the IVF process. This was a radical and extreme ruling, the first of its kind in the United States, and it immediately imperiled access to IVF in the state. Multiple fertility clinics shut down services right in the middle of treatment for some patients because they were worried about prosecution. This has caused a big problem for Republicans who championed policies saying life begins at conception because they believe when the sperm fertilizes the egg, it becomes a person with all the rights of a born actual person. But they don't want to live with the consequences of these policies actually becoming law. Because when the Alabama Supreme Court issued this ruling, legislators in Alabama began scrambling to try to come up with some kind of legislative fix. But they came up against the reality that they would have to deal with the actual underlying issue of legal personhood to really address the situation. The Alabama legislature passed a law giving doctors legal immunity to be able to destroy embryos through IVF, but they didn't change the personhood issue. And they are getting a lot of backlash from other Republicans and anti-abortion extremist groups that are saying the new law gives IVF doctors a, quote, license to kill. They're saying that there's a silent Holocaust happening in the state because embryos are being stored in freezers. This is the kind of violent, extreme rhetoric that has been directed at abortion and abortion providers for a long time, and now we're seeing it get turned to IVF. And is dangerous, it's scary. If it seems really out of touch with reality to you, you are not alone. Everyone should have the right to make their own decisions about reproductive health care, whether that's about IVF, contraception, abortion, any other services. And unfortunately, Republicans are just proving over and over again that they never wanted to support families. They just wanted to control our most intimate life choices, and we just can't let them.